Thank you, everybody, for coming. My name is Jana Weiss. I'm the Student Life Coordinator for Global Online College. And today we're having an Eagle chat all about tutoring. What is tutoring? How can it help you? It's free service. So let's introduce and welcome Christopher Smith. He's one of our top tutors with the Tutoring Center, and he's going to talk to you all about tutoring today. Welcome, Chris.
Hi, Jana. Thank you. Hi, I'm Christopher Smith. I am the full-time English faculty tutor for the Academic Success Center, and I want to share with you a presentation on our services and what we do. Um, so we are your partners in excellence. Our director is Amanda Guerrero of Instructional Support. We're here to introduce you to the Tutoring Services Department and how you can connect with us to partner in your success. So we encourage you to get help early and often. Don't wait till the last minute. Come in as soon as you can for tutoring. As soon as that assignment is given to you that you're not sure about, or that quiz or test is coming up that you're a little bit worried about, please come in to see us. Even in fact, if you're doing well in the class, it's not a bad idea to work with a tutor because even if you're, say, making a C, you might be able to pull up your C to a B or your B to an A by working with a tutor. So it's really for all students, not just those who are really struggling. And there are several options you have for tutoring with us. Option one is for synchronous video conference tutoring. You use our virtual academic success centers by calling into the number 713-718-8184. That number will get you connected with a lab assistant who will ask you what your name is, what your W number is, what area of study you're needing help with, and they will pair you with a tutor immediately. If you have not used the video conferencing before and so you're unfamiliar with it, or if you have friends who are doing this, I'm figuring if everybody's on here, they already have Teams downloaded, so they know how to do that. But if hypothetically you hadn't, our lab assistant will stay on the line with you, help you to download Teams, and wait with you until your tutor joins the session to make sure the session occurs. Our availability is Monday through Thursday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Tuesday and Wednesday, we were open to 10. Actually, we've gone back down. This is, I'm sorry, a little bit out of date. I believe even on Tuesday and Thursdays, we're only open till 8. On Friday, we're open 8 to 4. And on Saturday, we're open 9 to 3. And if you would like to, you can actually just go through your browser to www.hccs.edu/tutoring, and you can see the option there to choose video synchronous video conferencing. It's up to you. Either use that or call into the number. Either way, you can connect with us for that. Option two is in person. That's where you meet in person, one-on-one with the tutoring, but we also do group tutoring. And those occur at our academic success centers, which are located on basically every campus that we have. Again, you could call in ahead of time to make an appointment with a tutor in person. That same phone number, 713-718-8184. You just say, I'd like input. You call that number, the lab assistant answers, and you say, I would like in-person tutoring either today or another date. Here's the time that would work best for me, and they will find a tutor to pair you with on the campus that you are needing help, that you are wanting to visit. Or you could simply walk into the lab and say, hey, I'm here. Do you have a tutor available? And 9 times out of 10, there will be a tutor available. And if not, they will say, well, if you could wait a half hour, then this next tutor will be available to see you. The hours can vary by location and subject, whereas we generally have at least 2 English and math tutors uh, per campus all day long. Some of the other disciplines, sometimes we don't have a tutor there all day long for that subject. And on in certain subjects, we may not have them on every campus. So you might go into a location and say, "Oh, I don't know, maybe you're doing fashion design." And we don't have someone on that campus to help you. They might say, well, let me set you up with a virtual session here in our lab, rather than you having to drive to that session. But for the most part, you should be able to get the help you need at the center that you're visiting. Again, you can, if you want to go online to hccs.edu/find a tutor and look up a tutor, to look up what tutors are available on that campus at a given time, or you can simply call that number and the lab assistant will take care of it for you. They're more than happy to do it. Now, unrelated to us, but still an option for students, is asynchronous tutoring online using Upswing. Upswing is a tutorial service where that only deals with writing assignments. They don't do math, but you submit your paper to them. You don't work with the tutor in real time. The paper is assigned to someone, and they make comments on it, and then they return it to you, generally within 18 to 24 hours, although in the midterms and finals period, that can be a little bit longer. That's managed by a different department with the online college. Alex Kanakis is the manager of that. And in fact, a lot of times students will use both services. They might turn in a paper to Upswing, get comments back, and then make an appointment with us because they need a little clarification on what they're doing. Or they may see us first, feel like they've gotten a good handle on the subject, and they might send a near final draft to Upswing to have one other pair of eyes look at it, to see what comments they get from them. So, it's not necessarily an either or option. Um, all three of these services, our services in person or online, or Upswing services, are all extremely helpful to students. This is a video we have about the services that we provide, and I would like to play for you for a moment.
There's no sound.
Oh, great. Okay, let me see if I can boost it here.
You will need to stop sharing and reshare with sound options.
Oh, okay. I will do that if you will tell me how to do that. On Teams, when I go to sound, include sounds. I get you. Oh, see, I was just tutored in something. Jenna Weiss, also very helpful for us.
You're welcome.
Okay, so let's go.
Schedule an in-person or virtual appointment to meet with a tutor, or if you need help in the installation and setup of Microsoft Teams. We have faculty tutors, peer tutors, and lab assistants who are available to help with English and writing subjects, all level of mathematics, many of our science courses, accounting and business-related areas, language arts like Spanish, French, and many of our specialized programs like interior design, digital communications, manufacturing logistics, computer science, and much more. To find a tutor, log in to www.hccs.edu/find-a-tutor and select the first option, I want real-time tutoring. Now open the college option to select a specific location or leave it blank at default to search all campus locations. The next page will display your search results by HCC campus location, subject, room number, availability times, and any special notes. For more information and resources, please visit www.hccs.edu/tutoring.
All righty then. Again, how to connect with us for in person, you can go to our website, hccs.edu/tutoring, or you can call us at 713-718-8184. With Upswing, you can go to hccs.upswing.io. And if you want to join student success workshops that we do with Jenna Weiss and that we love giving presentations on, hccs.edu/ASC workshops. So you might be asking yourself, all right, okay, I see you have various ways of tutoring that we can achieve tutoring, and this is the number we call or the website we go to. But what exactly do you help us with? Well, our English content tutors make notes and comments throughout your paper if you bring in a hard copy to help you understand what needs to be improved and corrected on your paper and how to make the necessary changes. They will ask questions to help you think through your ideas. The whole point of tutoring is for you to learn how to do these things for yourself. And so our process is very much enabling you to be able to answer these questions. That doesn't mean we just sit here and say, well, what are you going to do about it? No, 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 no. We're very much there to help you point out errors that you're having. But we also, if you're having difficulty developing ideas or you're having difficulty organizing something, rather than just giving you a template, asking you, well, what do you think about this? What is the important thing you're trying to convey? If you're writing a paper and it has to have, say, an opposition and rebuttal section of the paper where you have to look at someone else's position on the issue and why they're wrong, you might be saying, well, I don't know why there's anything wrong with their position. And so we might talk you through, okay, remember the points you already made about why your approach to the situation is best. Okay, how does that differ from what the opposition says? And why do you think that approach you're taking might be the better one? Things like that we might help you with to sort of bring out from your own subconscious the answers that you're looking for to your problems. Also, of course, we will explain concepts to you, well, whatever they may be. Sometimes you're doing a paper on argumentative modes and you don't quite understand what logos or pathos or ethos is, or you're writing a critical analysis and you're not quite sure what narrative voice is. We can tell you what those concepts are and help you to understand them and recognize them when you see them. We can also help to provide you with resources. In other words, if you're having trouble accessing the library database and doing a search for articles for your research papers, we can show you how to utilize those tools. We can also assist you with understanding your test reviews or study guides. Sometimes it's just an assignment. You've been given an assignment, you really don't understand what the teacher is asking for, and we can help you to understand that better. However, it is important to understand what we don't do. And when that comes to English, that means we can't grade your work. We can't tell you, well, this looks like a C paper or a B paper or an A paper. We're not the teacher, and we aren't in charge of that. We can say it looks like you're fulfilling the assignment. We don't see, we don't see any more strong grammatical or spelling errors or formatting errors, things like that. But we cannot tell you a potential grade. We can't correct the work. We're not there to do the work for you. We don't edit your work. And that word edit can be very tricky for students. A lot of times students feel that what they come in and they ask for that we do, they consider that part of editing. but it really isn't. Editing is when someone fixes it for you. They don't explain your errors. They don't help you to recognize your errors. They don't teach you the skills to not make those errors. They just fix it, and we don't do that. Obviously, that means essentially we do not do your work for you, and we can't tell you what to write. We can help you to brainstorm, to come up with ideas, but ultimately you're going to have to take responsibility for that. Similarly, with math and science can help you to see where you're becoming lost in working out a problem. They can explain math concepts to you when you're confused. They can solve similar problems to the ones that are on your homework to give you examples. And they can help you to understand, again, test reviews, study guides, and assignment prompts. But once again, they cannot grade your work. They cannot tell you what grade you're likely to make on an assignment. They cannot solve the actual problems for you. They can solve example problems that are similar so you can see the method, but they can't actually do the specific problems that you're expected to do for your assignment. They can't introduce new material. If you're wanting to get ahead of your class and you want to do the next chapter, they can't take you there. They can only go over what you have already been introduced to in class. And they cannot help with tests or quizzes. So you might ask yourself, why should I go to tutoring? Okay, now I know what they do. I know how to get it, but why am I bothering with this? Well, we ask students to fill out a survey after they've worked with a tutor. It will be embedded in the acceptance email you get. And what we have found is that 97.6% of respondents feel better prepared to succeed in their courses they were tutored in. 85% of respondents rate their tutoring experience as outstanding. 98.7% of respondents felt the tutor met or exceeded their expectations in being prepared for their session. 94.2% of respondents felt that the tutor always communicates concepts and ideas clearly. And 92.5% of respondents believe the tutor is always knowledgeable and understands the topic that he or she is tutoring. So people who have used our services are very happy with our services, feel like our tutors have a lot to offer them, and they feel better prepared for their courses after having come to tutoring. We've got a little chart here about some of the success rates that we've had. You see in biology, the improvement from 70% to 73%. We get for EDUC from 70 to 84, from English from 75 to 79, from math from 56 to 57, and from history from 71 to 86. So this is the improvement the students themselves feel that they're seeing as a result of working with a tutor. I also want to talk about those workshops that we do in coordination with Student Life and Jenna Weiss. We present, this is an example of our workshops. This is not the current workshops I think that we are giving entirely. But this is an example of the sort of recipes for success that we do. I just gave a presentation on effective note-taking methods yesterday. I know we're still doing presentations on how to win at math. And I've been giving one on academic essay forms. Some of these other ones, I don't do the math, so I'm not particularly familiar, but I know a lot of these math workshops we're still doing, and we've added on one since then. So please check with Student Success and join us for these sessions. We'd love to see you there. This is the flyer that we send out that we have available. And once again, it's covering the information that I already covered in this presentation. Once again, it's giving you that email address, hccs.edu/tutoring, or call in 713-718-8184. Really, really looking forward to seeing all of you come visit us. And if you would like to tutor yourself, you can apply through our website. When you go to hccs.edu/tutoring, there's a tile at the bottom that says Become a Tutor, and you can click on that to apply. Or you can contact any of our 3 managers. Georgia Para covers Central, and the healthcare facility. Juanita Martinez covers all the South colleges, and Patrick Teo covers the colleges in the North region. Their phone numbers are listed here. Also, for each of them, first name dot last name at hccs.edu is their email. And so feel free to contact them if you would like to consider becoming a part-time tutor with us. That's all for the presentation, but I am curious, does any questions they would like to ask me?
Feel free to unmute and ask your questions.
I know it's a whole lot of information to take in at once. The main thing to take in is that any subject that you want tutoring on, we're likely to have a tutor for it, definitely for all the major disciplines. Come in person or do it virtually. Feel free to use that number. We are here for you. It is, by the way, I should say free. Or let me actually clarify that. When you pay tuition, you are paying for tutoring. So free is actually true in the sense that you're not being charged any extra. But remember, you're already paying for these services through your tuition. So make use of those funds you've already directed towards tutoring by using it as much as possible. I should probably also add that one of the frequently asked questions we get is how many times I can come in for tutoring. And generally, our policy is you can have 1 session per subject per tutor. In other words, let's say that you had a history assignment, an English assignment, and a math assignment. You could make an appointment for all 3 things on the same day. You could come in for all 3 every day. But if you wanted to have a second session on any of those subjects per day, say you've worked with me with English, and then you, about an hour later, you're like, I think I need another session. They'd probably pair you with another tutor. This is partly because we want to be fair to all the tutors and make sure that everyone is getting ample chances to work with students. But it's also so that one tutor isn't too overwhelmed per day with the same students when there are other students who also need our help as well. On the other hand, if you came to me for that English assignment and then we were done with it and you said, oh, you know what? I also have a history class and I need tutoring in that. Well, if it's writing that you're needing help with or understanding an assignment, I can do that. So you can have a second appointment with me that day on that other subject. So those are generally our guidelines. And our sessions are usually a half hour to an hour, depending on what you prefer. If there isn't another student waiting to see the tutor and you've got a full hour, the tutor has the discretion to continue for another extra half hour. But it's also possible that the tutor is about to go to lunch or that the tutor had 3 sessions right before you and they really need a little break. So that's at their discretion. But you will get at least up to an hour's tutoring in that subject per day if you wish it. All right, I'm not seeing any other questions.
So thank you for coming today. Thank you, everybody.
Have a great day, everyone. Bye.
Bye.